Cathie is going to show us a really cool resist background technique.
Yes.
And it's actually going to blow your mind. We actually don't know why this works, but it's fantastic. It's the card that you created right here.
It is.
And then, of course, you've taken it like you've always done.
Made it bigger
into a layout. And it's this funky background right here.
Yeah.
Using basically the same the same kind of ink.
Exactly.
Layers of ink.
Layers of ink.
So you know what, before you get started, I have to mention that you're working on Creative Scrapbooker Super Stock.
I am.
And it's a really heavy weight Super Stock so that when you add layers of love and gunk, it doesn't warp. It stays nice and sturdy,
it looks beautiful.
and it looks great. So
makes a great gift. The card becomes almost a gift.
That is a must-have Super Stock.
Exactly.
A must-have, yeah.
So what I'm doing here is I am using one of Clearsnap's new paint boxes, which looks very Christmassy, but when you use selected colors, it does not have to be Christmassy, so it's very versatile.
And you're using a Clearsnap stencil?
Yeah.
A frost white pigment ink. I think that's important to know.
And my paintbrush from my stamp pad.
Paintbrush.
I love it. And all we're going to do is we're going to stencil in the design onto our paper. The cool thing about this is now we're just going to grab a darker color. And in this instant, I'm going to use the royal blue. And the magic of this, like Jackie said...
I actually don't know why this works.
Neither do I.
It's not smearing the stencil image that you put on underneath. It's exactly the same kind of ink in 2 layers. So that is so cool.
Once you get the ink applied, you simply grab your handy dandy applicator called paper towel.
Okay.
And you rub the excess ink off.
And look at how it's totally resisted.
It's totally resisted. So at the end of the day, through the magic of television, we have a panel that is ready to go. Now, the beauty of pigment ink is it doesn't dry. You don't have to panic and worry about cleaning it because it stays wet a long time. You can simply go in here. You could take it to the sink. You can use a baby wipe, whatever you'd like, to simply clean off your stencil. And if you left this till tomorrow morning, it would still be good.
It would still be like that?
Yes.
Do you want to use this, Cathie?
Yes, I would love to use that.
Here, I'll do that while you show us the next step.
Well, it's going to be using this.
Oh, that's why we're cleaning it so good. I didn't know. I was rushing,
We're going to use the second color.
I'm excited to get on to the next step, Cathie.
The second color is we're going to use the moss green that is in there. So we're going to add another foam tip.
You know what, if there's one little tip that I could give you when you start off using ink is to buy a collection like this, like the Color Box Paint box set with all different colors of ink before you invest in a stamp pad. Then you know which colors you like.
The beauty of it is it takes color guessing away. If you don't have a lot of color experience, all these colors work together.
They work together.
And the nice thing about pigment ink is lighter colors show up on darker colors. So
there you go.
You have a 2-color background that is absolutely gorgeous. We work from light to dark and back to light again. The other thing that I love to add is...
Okay, now you're going to add this... Splatter.
Exactly. And the cool thing is all I'm using is one type of medium, and it's really pretending to be many mediums.
So you've put your pigment re-anchor on a non-stick surface.
Exactly.
Spritzed it with a little bit of water. I'm assuming that's what that is.
That's water.
A little bit of water, dipping it into your paintbrush.
And you can tell, you can add as much water as you want. And all you're going to do is load a paintbrush. Doesn't even have to be a good paintbrush. And you're just going to pick it up and bang it on your hand.
Oh, look at that.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And you know what the beauty of this is that it doesn't fade. Like, look at that. It doesn't fade. You can still see.
It's beautiful. And you're going to set that aside to dry.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so we've got that done. The one other thing, I'm going to show you a very...
Now, this is an important thing to point out. These have to be the most make me smile stamps ever from Art Impressions.
They are.
You've got a beautiful selfie one, which is so popular right now. And that's what you did here.
It worked beautifully for this page. It screamed to be put on this page with my very good friends that I have in the photo. And what I'm going to do to add color to this photo, I'm going to use, again, same stamp pads. I'm going to add a little bit of Top Boss because I want a slippery surface.
So Top Boss, you're just actually applying that with your finger directly onto
the area that I'm going to use. And what I'm going to do is using a Smooch Accent tip.
Yeah, it's just like a nail polish applicator, except heavier.
It's beautiful. Nice. And all we're going to do is add color on the edge here. There we go.
And that's how you're coloring.
That's how I'm coloring.
There you go.
And then we're going to pick up another very fancy applicator. It's called a cotton swab, and I'm going to roll it in my clear top boss.
This is really a foolproof way of coloring. Hey?
And we're just going to go in here and spread it around. We can add as much as we want. So you can go in here and just add your color.
And then, Cathie, while you're doing that, you cut this. You cut this out. This element right here, using also from Art Impressions. They have a whole set of stencils that
they do.
That work well. This one is actually a card-based stencil as well.
It is. It's a card-based. It makes a nice easel card, but the accessories that come with it, the frames, you can see the frames and that I have used there.
I think that this is what you used right here.
Yes.
And it actually is cute because you put the people in the frame with the little selfie camera.
Exactly. So lots of versatility here, and you can just see all I'm doing is adding ink and smearing ink. And a little helpful hint. If you go outside the line, if you use the clean side of your cotton swab, you can erase stuff.
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay.
You know
really
what, Cathie?
Fun ways to color.
Thank you so much. Anybody would love to get this card in the mail.
It is a fun card to get. It really, really is, especially for those of you who like to take selfies. We take a couple, don't we?
I think we take some selfies.
We take a few.
I look forward to seeing everybody start splattering and resisting on their next projects.
Exactly. And don't forget, use your stamp pads to add color.